The incident between Jig Nice and Shimmy AP, or GeekGod Shimmy at the time, in Orlando, Florida, was merely a crossroad effect. Then as Jalil, or Jig Nice boy, took advantage and claimed he stole something from the GeekGod Media studio in Orlando that day. But Shimmy and Alexis drove to New York after buying a new Beamer. They had two Beamers to shoot a video, and they picked up Jig Nice to come to the studio in Florida, the GeekGod Media studio. And he came to the studio for a couple days. Shimmy introduced him to Mellow, Devils, a couple Johns, introduced him to Chances. And as they worked in the studio, Jig Nice recorded the song Pray For Him that Shimmy engineered at the GeekGod Media studio. And I guess the next day, Shimmy and Lex had an OBGYN, like check on a newborn baby in a womb appointment. And they got to an argument. When she got to an argument, Alexis must have threw punches at Shimmy and he ain't hit her back. And even though I surprised her for all of us, because GeekGod Shimmy had knocked out everybody. But I guess the cops saw it. The cops followed the car. He had Jig Nice drive the car home. Alexis had jumped out the car. He kept trying to jump out the car to tell Alexis to get back in the car. And she wouldn't. So Shimmy got back in the car and Jig had to drive. An hour later, cops had came to the studio, or the GeekGod Media studio office in Florida, and they had arrested Shimmy, and Jig Nice was sitting there. And I guess Shimmy wallet, some business documents, computer was left in the crib when Shimmy got arrested, but he got RWA'd overnight. So he spent the night and got released the next morning. But that same day, Jig Nice didn't have the money that Shimmy left in the crib. Like, he called Jig Nice like, yo, I left $500, come bail me out. He said that he had already jumped up and went back to New York on an airplane, and he claimed he saw Lex at the airport. Or so he think he did, or whatever. So whatever they did, or Shimmy was arrested, I don't know if Alexis went back to the crib or their studio, and whatever her and Jalil did when she was pregnant is what they did. But the Jalil Jig boy was talking about, I guess he must have told somebody he must have stole something from the GeekGod Media office, like a picture of a business book or a business document of GeekGod Media's Florida docs, and came to New York, started smoking weed and sniffing a little heroin behind people's backs, having dreams, getting high off. I'm saying, getting a kick off the GeekGod Media docs, or GeekGod Media fighting the case. Got a baby coming with a lead model at the time. And whatever happened behind Shimmy back happened behind Shimmy back, like he wasn't involved. But as Shimmy upgraded the company, there was a lot of things going on. It was said that Jig Nice was running around sacrificing. He was being real jealous in public, hating on everything Shimmy did, everything GeekGod Media, because he wasn't getting another opportunity. And it's before they was offering $1 million deals in GeekGod Media. It's when they were just building their worldwide, and I guess a worldwide defamation of GeekGod Media and GeekGod Shimmy's channel and character was caused after Jig Nice used the documents to help cover murders and drug sales in Poughkeepsie, New York, of his friends, which would be claimed YSV or 400 or Mob Stars, whatever he jack out there. And as Shimmy and Double G in Brooklyn, New York City, Orlando, Atlanta, California, he working hard on GeekGod Media, his labels that he signed to, like you can see in his the Greatest of All Time video. They supporting him, they helping him, they investing in him, not people in the street. You know what I'm saying? They noticed there was a fraud running around trying to get a deal. Like, he was trying to get a deal from Atlantic, Rock Nation, but he was trying to get a deal off of the fact that he had just stole some GeekGod Media docs. He tried to fraud some GeekGod Media things, but GeekGod Media paid for a couple studio sessions and the publishings of some of Jig Nice's first early songs on SoundCloud, in which Jig Nice would deny or not bring the public to light about how he was endorsed by GeekGod Media. Yeah, take him out studios, take him out to the drink spots, give him different environments for his music to be promoted, bring him to studios to meet people, video shoots and all. It cost GeekGod Media a lot. GeekGod Media's owner Shimmy, which is Damian Johnson, that got indicted, investigated for check scams, assault charges, and all. So Jig Nice was completely removed from everything in GeekGod Media, including the Via Vegas branch, after claiming that he was a part of the break-in of the Poughkeepsie studio on Barclay. Then he had stole from the Florida studio. And mind you, Shimmy's somebody that come from an original time where when he was doing YouTube and Event and Drill, people was just selling drugs and trapping. Scamming wasn't a big thing to other people, but he would be scamming, and drug dealers or certain people would just like laugh at his videos here and there if there was like a little comedy video, but they was really supportive and fans, but they didn't really go die hard crazy over all of his talents, like beat making, features, dancing, music videos. So, but they was hating, you know what I'm saying? Shimmy was growing up, getting big money, getting deals, endorsements, signing to Warner. He got Def Jam, Universal, making $20,000 deals, $100,000 deals, $1,000 a week deals. He making $1 million a couple of times, and he do him. He stash, he tuck, he get his cars, cribs, or whatever. And it's at a young age, so people was in and out of jail. Transition things was changing back then, and this is like from like 2010 to like 2014, 2015. Nowadays, it's common for people to go on, grab their camera phone, and scream on the internet. It's common for people to pop their shit. Back then, he was getting judged. He had beef with drug dealers. He had beef with cops. He had beef with people that are judge characters or people on the internet. Like I said, at the time, he was the only YouTube that was really turning up, doing features with people in Brooklyn, doing features with people in Miami, doing features with people in California. So for all of the fraudment of the label he built, causing the transition, like a lot of people follow the trend of posting and promoting and getting to it on the internet more fluently than they did back then. It's before Twitter X was out or before Tidal was out. The him that comes back and forth, like he's still real, like the Shimmy one. He gets into beefs, he gets low, he'll beat a case. You know what I'm saying? He'll come back, times will be changed, there'll be new people, whether it was Snapchat, Twitter, or YouTube. And he would always keep his legendary status. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're the first one to do this, this, that, and the third. Now, the people back in the day, like celebrities that was subscribed to him, and mind you, he was a celebrity too, so don't get me wrong. Something they forgot about him is that back then it was a thing about supporting him publicly if he was doing a certain thing in life. Nowadays, people supporting people because they scrolling by and seeing anything. So that's what GeekGod Media started promoting people. Realized that as they started promoting more people, things was coming out. As they building their company, inviting people, supporting people, things was coming out about, oh, GeekGod Media this, GeekGod Media that. So they realized that years later, Jig Nice, who had stole some, or Alexis, who had might have stole some, or went against Shimmy after made him trying to sacrifice his label, the people, the contacts, the money, everything. And it caused a lot of misconfusion or understanding of GeekGod Media, unless you had the direct invite, direct documents, direct forms, because they went to go use it as a block work benefit instead of trying to work with the real company. Like, I understand y'all might have had animosity or hate towards the Shimmy one, but y'all hated. You know what I'm saying? If you obviously stole something, they driving you 1,000 miles across America to go to the studio and shit, y'all hated on them. Y'all did things. You was grateful that the stuff you stole of his and his hard work had naturally covered shit that you was doing. You got mad when he said he wasn't going to cover you. When he found out about it, other people getting affected after he invite them. He trying to give people their paychecks. They over here going through hell to get their paychecks, and paychecks was easy because 15 other people and their Lexus, the ex-girlfriend, went a fraud. Eventually, GeekGod Media and Shimmy, which is, Damian Johnson, that actually got real tighter with business. He got real sturdy. He got extra copies. He got extra docs, securities, agents. Got in tune with better professionalisms of corporations. Secret Service has to cover certain things. You got Universal Music Group backing them up. You got Video backing them up, and backing up GeekGod Media on both ends. GeekGod Media extended from New York to Florida to Georgia to Cali. Overseas things is going on. And it's one little thief want to steal a little piece of paper because they got a register number on it and think that he's the hot shit. So Jig Nice got completely deleted and depleted from GeekGod Media overall, but GeekGod Media is still on what they own. So GeekGod Media might decide to use whatever they paid for of Jig Nice at any time for whatever they want to use it for. Whether it was studio time, photo shoots, videos that GeekGod Media produced or engineered that Jig Nice doesn't have. Or whether he put them up in the dates of when GeekGod Media was catching charges, or when Shimmy was running around being a check scan plug and Jig Nice was trying to get a little check scan play in before the studio, you know what I'm saying? So it goes hand in hand in how shit really works, whether it was personal, street, business, career. But Shimmy ain't give up his career for nobody. Shimmy's still going to go with his own plans, his own posses, his own crews, not crews or posses that get hit by five or hit by other things going on, and you trying to rely on Shimmy like the last enemy or the last thief. Some people be with him. So Jig Nice was trying to get the whole GeekGod Media shut down just to hate on him from afar. He was getting caught lacking. Jig Nice got caught lacking. The squad got caught because the Shimmy that wasn't around, like he was locked up in Orlando having a whole nother blood bang out, promoting GeekGod Media, beefing with other people. Jig Nice running around his mental, Shimmy down the block, or Shimmy probably plotting, and then starting calling the police, putting false reports on Shimmy about, if I die, Shimmy did it, a YouTube dude did it. Then he want to sacrifice Shimmy. Like, Shimmy wasn't even around, so Shimmy came home to a whole nother bang out, whole bunch of bullshit, and just wasn't hearing it no more. When full-blown success, companies, career, album, millions and everything, and just told Jig Nice and told his friends when he ran into him in jail, you'll never be this successful no matter how much you hate. But since you stuck in your ways of hating the snake shit that you did, you're going to fall flat on your face. But your face going to fall on needles like a haystack. Like, it's over because you cut your face with a hard tool that's not yours to be stealing or having. You know what I'm saying?